What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be talking about Season 3 in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM and give predictions. So obviously, the season hasn't started yet, and in terms of giving predictions, it's kind of a tough one because, well, we have a lot of things that are unsure, but these are going to be my predictions for what we see, because I think that in general, the game mode is in a weird transitional period right now, and the number one take, which I don't think is even a prediction at this stage, I think most people deem it as highly likely, and some people even think it's fact, and what I'm going to say is that the trophy case ends. So I think that it is an almost certainty that this card is available next season. I think it's an almost certainty. Where is it? Larry Bird, wherever he is. Larry Bird. I think it's a near certainty. The reason is that people have already seen Dr. J. People have already seen Duncan. And like, if you are basically, if Larry Bird's not available, then there's literally nothing new in Season 3 in terms of grinding. In terms of these long grinds, there is nothing new, which will be very, very awkward and would take every single bit of hype out of the mode and be the big issue with trophy case cards. I think that we see Dark Matters getting updated. I actually have a weird feeling that I'm going to say this might happen anyway, but if we don't see Larry Bird coming next season, if it's not in the dev blog, which I think is coming out tomorrow, if it doesn't say anything about Larry Bird being available, and it says that if it doesn't say anything about that, and he turns out he's a Season 4 card, I think one thing is as good as a guarantee, and it's that all of these trophy case cards are going to get updates. I think that potentially every one of these cards, they're going to stay, by the way, at a 96. I think they're going to get animation upgrades. I think we're going to see all of these guys, because they already got their animation updates on day one. I think we see them all getting evos to animation updates, which would be a really, really cool thing in game. But I think if we see Larry Bird available, I think it's a lot less likely. It could happen. And if we don't see Larry Bird available, I think we have to, because at least it means there's something new. For example, if you haven't gone for any of these trophy case cards, all of these players are new, and you can be like, okay, this guy got an animation update. Because the reason why I don't think these guys are going to get upgrades is because they are 96 overall. You can't just make all these opals. In terms of the opals, I actually think all the opals are going to go up to 98s. I think all of these opals, Anthony Davis, CP3, and Clyde Drexler are going to go to 98s. Because these guys can do that without kind of screwing everything in terms of the tiers. But if every one of these 96 overalls became 97 overalls, I think that it really kind of does. It is kind of something crazy, because like last Christmas, I thought it was the coolest thing ever that I got a Galaxy Opal, and it was Iverson. I'm trying to think when the first who the first actual Opal I had in my collection was. That was usable. DeRozan on January the 7th. And then it was Tatum after that. I think that next season they're going to do something different with moments cards. I think surely one a week isn't good enough. I think they bring in a moments of the week concept in terms of cards. I think we might see 5 moments cards and challenges where they lock in for one another. So for example, when you see here with moments cards, I think we're going to see a bunch of challenges where they do end up locking in for one final card, which would be cool. Which I think would actually be really, really cool if we had a proper chance at moments cards. But or a proper chance at more, because as you can see here, there's 6. There is 6. The NBA season it's been 7 weeks. It's either been 6 or 7 weeks. I think it's been 7 weeks today. 7 weeks tomorrow, maybe, since the NBA season started, and we have 6 moments cards. That's just not good enough. This time last year we had nearly 30. We have 6. So I think they're obviously gonna speed up that. I don't know what way they're gonna do it, but I think they will. I think that we won't get cards, by the way, for completing any of these modes. When what's his name? When John Smith was talking about the draft, he kept talking about how new cards are going to be in the draft. And I personally think that that's just a case of, for example, oh my god, this is a day one draft. That's mad. But he just means there's going to be new cards that can be picked up in the draft. You're still making an MT loss every time you enter the draft, no matter what. Whereas last year, even at 25k MT, you would have still made an MT gain. You're making an MT loss. You're getting about like 10k MT max from a draft run this year. Whereas it was a lot easier last year in terms of draft runs. I still think it's going to be a BS takeover card at all times in it. I still think they're going to have the like awful draft concept. How do I get out of this? Okay, there we go. And I still think they're going to have the awful draft concept. Oh my god, Iguodala is my grand prize. Imagine if I got him. But I still think they're going to have the terrible takeoff card in there. Or takeover card there. I think in terms of challenges, I think that these stay. The moments of the week are going to be gone. I think that the, what you call it, are going to stay. The basketball fundamentals. Because if they go, everyone's going to lose their damn mind. I don't even remember this being a thing. His activity challenge. Genuinely don't remember it being a thing. I think that Jack Harlow and J. Cole will... I think they're going to be available online. And I actually don't think they're going to be available online the way you guys think. I think they're going to come out with 2 new ones of these and then they're going to become available online. I think that 2 new celebrity cards are going to come out, or a couple more of them will come out, because it's not going to be all the crossover series if we only saw 2. I think it's an almost certainty that the next time we see celebrity cards, they're going to be available online nonstop. I think that they got a lot of backlash, and they got a lot of backlash from like big people, like people whose voices matter a million times more than mine. Like, no matter how much I'll complain, no matter how much next makes complain, the specific people in that program that were complaining about the Jack Harlow thing are guys who if they publicly in videos complained about it in a bad way, it could be a really bad, like, it could actually make a freaking dent on how people look at the game. So, like, I think we're going to see that be reversed very, very soon. I think it was an absolutely the most mind-boggling idea I've ever seen. Like, whoever thought it was a good idea to let us play with them online for 3 days only, I would love to have a conversation and try to pick their brain for why they thought it was a good idea. Because there's 101 reasons why it's a bad idea, and I can't for the life of me think about why it's a good idea. Like, I think that you can make the argument that it's a bad idea putting them in the game, period. I think you can make the argument that these guys being in the game in the first place is bad for the game, and I understand that argument. What I don't understand is the let us use, and I don't agree, but I understand the logic of let's not use them online. I understand the logic. I don't agree with it. I do not understand the logic of let's let people use them for 3 days and never again. And that is the most confusing I've ever been by a decision made by 2K. The most confused. Level 40, I think it's going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I either think he's going to be level 40 or he's going to be in packs. Like, we know that if a card has an unbelievable game in the NBA and they don't get a moments card, it means that 2K have already planned to put him out in packs. Is it the way something should be? That's for you to decide. I hate it. I genuinely hate it so much. But it's not up to me to decide whether they should or shouldn't do it. The only time if a player has a big game and we get a moments card of them, it basically means that or it's only we're only gonna get a moments card if they already have a card or there's no plans. Like, we got a Zubac card, we already had an Embiid card, so we'll get another Embiid card. It's the same card. If, for example, Kevin Durant drops 60, probably not now because it's a bit too early and Kevin Durant's too recent. Like, say if Kawhi, no, what am I talking about? Kawhi, I'm playing basketball. That's just not going to happen. Dame. Let's just say, hypothetical situation. Dame Lillard goes and drops 60 in an NBA game. Dame's going to get a pink diamond. But if... I'm trying to think who hasn't got a card yet. Giannis. If Giannis has a 100-point quadruple-double, he's not going to get a moments card. They'll just wait for him for a promo card. Actually, to be fair, for Giannis to probably give him a special edition card. I think opals and packs are going to be a thing. And I think we're going to see the end of the 3 packs. I think we're done with these like 3 versions of the main player. I think that like Transcendent was the last one of those packs. I think we're going to go back to proper promos instead of these 8 card things. I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we stay in the situation of like just random ass things. Like nobody knows what, like what's the point of these being called main event? Like there's absolutely no reason for Rafe LaFrance to be in a set called main event. Or Desmond Bain. Like pioneers? What is DeMar DeRozan a pioneer of? Not shooting the 3-ball in an era where people say you need to shoot the 3-ball? Like what was Amari Stoudemire the pioneer of? Rolling to the basket hard? Kelly Oubre? What the hell is he a pioneer of? Duncan Robinson? There have been plenty of white dudes that shot the ball well before Duncan Robinson. What's he a pioneer of? Like, I don't know. Like, I think promo's gonna become bigger. I think the Tuesday drops, it's gonna be weird on Tuesdays because they have to outdo Glitched. They have to give some Evo concepts because that's kind of the pattern that they've done. I actually do like that pattern. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Tuesday packs. Like, that's one that's really, really confusing for me. I think, again, packs are just gonna be normal. I think we don't see any like long grinds. So everyone's like, oh, we need like a new Tatum grind. And I thought the Tatum grind was really good at the time. I am fully of the belief that consistent short grinds are the way forward. I'm fully of that belief. I believe like anything that's 8 hours or less is okay if we get that once every couple of weeks. But what the issue was last year was that like we got a 4-hour grind, and then 3 weeks later we got like another 4-hour grind for things like moments in a month. Moments in a month, if you're gonna bring back moments in a month, which they might do, what they need to do is, well, they don't really need to do anything, just bring back moments in a month. Like, that's fine, that's completely fine. But I'm like, I would much rather, I think that just giving us consistent moments cards instead of giving us one moments card every Monday and then just on the off chance on just giving us one ever not on a Monday, like it's just horrendous. If they want to give moments in a month and say, you know what, we need to go to that, like moments in a month is better than getting 1 moments every Monday. Moments of the week, 5 moments cards every Monday instead of 20 moments at the end of the month is definitely better, and I stand by that. Moments of the week. And then if you complete all the moments of the week, you get a moments of the month card. That, or moments of the month, like it was the end of season 3 when we got our first moment, or our first moments of the month card was the 7th of January. It was Pink Diamond. There's no reason why like we shouldn't for the month of December and get on like the 1st of January, get like a 6 days earlier, getting ourselves a free opal. Like that would be a really cool thing if we get moments a week. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to continue to give us. I think they're not going to just continue to give us 1 moments every Monday. They can't be that naive to the fact that we actually do like moments. I think that they're going to have a big event around Christmas, and it's going to be very similar to this event here, where they're going to give us stuff for 12 days. It'll be probably called the 12 days of Christmas or 12 days or something, where in the 12 days leading up to Christmas, we're going to be getting like legitimate stuff. We're going to be getting grinds. We're going to be getting like grinding for free packs, basically like a Halloween or the Thanksgiving event. Instead of being 5 days long, it's going to be 12 days long, which I think can be really cool. I think it's going to be a huge help for a lot of people, and I think it's going to be a much better Christmas than last year. Do I think it'll be 2K21? I think 2K21 was the gold standard in terms of dropping content for a mode. I still stand by that. The way 2K21 did content in Season 5, in Season 7, and in Season 3 was like the gold standard of MyTEAM content that we've ever had. I stand by that. I will call that the gold standard. Like, that was unbelievable. That was absolutely unbelievable. But I'll say like it is. I think this season is going to be an upgrade. I think we're going to get more stuff. However, I do think the mode's still going to be based on a trophy case. I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be the level 40. I think it's going to be a point guard. Probably a 6'5", 6'6" point guard. Either that or a center. I think that packs are going to be the same. I think occasionally we will get like a guaranteed player. I think Galaxy Opals are going to be the highest tier in packs, which means they're not going to do the like 3 cards, because unless they go Galaxy Opal is the headliner, and there's one headliner that's an Opal, and then they go 2 pink diamonds, and the headliner gets Galaxy Opal, Diamond, Amethyst, which might happen with 2 other pink diamonds. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I think they go back to normal promos, because I don't think the 8-card promos are working for them. I think they're going to start to really move away from the trophy case, and the trophy case being like a niche thing that a few people that want Bird are going to go for, but the vast majority of people are going to ignore it. I think that's the way things are going to go. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.